What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be bringing you two new videos just because the first one is kind of a joke one, but it was actually live. Anyways, basically, as you notice, Best ShowDown is now on the team instead of Rampardos. Now, before I started recording for ShowDown, Rampardos wasn't on my team to begin with. I just changed it thinking it'd be more of a, I know, offensive lead, and it wasn't. It did nothing. Out of like 10, 20 battles I did with it, Basti Rodon just does a much better job. So now enough of me talking, and here's the video. Alright, for this battle, he's gonna actually lead off with a Viper, and uses Aqua Tail, and I actually take this nicely, and this is why I love Basti Rodon, because Rampardos would have gotten one shot. So I'm gonna switch out here into my Floatzel, and he gets a nice crit, and that's fine. I live it because I resist it. So I'm just gonna take him out with the waterfall. Gonna switch in, and I'm actually gonna stay in here because I don't feel it's necessary to kill one of my Pokemon. So I go into Flareon, and he does a hidden power and super effective. I go into Flame Charge with the Speed Plus, and he's gonna stay in, but I don't even care if he does or not because I'm just gonna use it again. Because whatever he does, I'm gonna live. So I get a +2 speed on this, and it's gonna be amazing now. He's going to switch into a Hauntail, and I'm going to actually use Facade here because of Guts and Facade's ability. And right here, he actually forfeits the match, which proves that Guts Flareons are amazing. Alright, time for the second battle. So I'm going to lead off with the Rodon, and I use Metal Burst here, hoping he would use Surf, but he sets up Rain instead, which was weird. So I'm just going to set up Rocks and switch out into my Sawsbuck. Now, with Sawsbuck, I'm gonna use Hornleash here, hoping he'd stay in for Death Fodder, maybe. But he goes into Wheezing, so I'm gonna get some health and some damage on him, which will affect later in the game. So I predict the Sledge Bomb, so I'm just going to switch. But he uses Will-O-Wisp, so that's pretty nice on his part. So I'm just gonna Roar, get some Shuffle damage out there, and then it brings him into his Lapras. So again, I think I'm slower than a Lapras, which I don't know why I was thinking that. So I use Metal Burst, which ends up being a fail because I'm actually faster, which is retarded. So I should have just roared here, but I did Stone Edge thinking 1% health isn't going to do anything. So I guess it wasn't too bad after all. So the rain stops now. So I'm going to go into my Luxray, use some Wild Charge, and he lives with 1% HP. He's just going to roar me, and I'm going to go into my Floatzel. Now, he takes some damage from this Rocks, and I was actually should have done Waterfall, but he has 3 other Pokemon that could take it easily. 4 actually, so I didn't. So then I switch out into my Altaria, because I don't want to really lose my Floatzel just yet. So this is where it's going to stall. I get a Dragon Dance up, and he's just going to Roost. I'm going to Roost, he's going to haze my Dragon Dance, so this is kind of how it goes. Now I'm doing Aerial Ace here, hoping for a flinch, and I don't get one at all, so it's misfortune. So eventually I get bored of this stupid stalemate because I'm gonna just Roost until he gets the Poison Hacks with a Sludge Bomb, and then I kind of have to take action. So I'm gonna Roost right here, and I get sick of this, and I'm just going to Dragon Dance right here. He's gonna get a Sludge Bomb Hacks, and I am gonna just Outrage because he's gonna use Haze next turn, and that should almost kill him, and it almost does. So he's gonna Haze right here, and I'm just gonna finish him off with Outrage, which actually kills my own Altaria because of the poison damage and Life Orb. So now I go into my Flareon, and I'm predicting a switch into water, so I just use Superpower, and he actually stays in and takes it nicely. So he's gonna Rapid Spin, get the rocks out, and I'm actually going to do another Fire Spin just so I can get that extra speed in case he outspeeds me, which I don't think he would. But I was also predicting this thing would be Swift Swim, and it isn't. So I am just going to Facade again, doing some damage. This is going to take me out right here, and that's fine. He did his work. So now I go back to my Luxray, and he actually stays in for a Superpower, because I was thinking whatever he goes in is going to die. So Superpower there, and I finally have Guts now. That's going to help. And I'm going to do another Wild Charge. He stays in, takes it, one shot. And then he has his weak Almaro, though, that's just going to die from whatever. So I just finished off with a Facade, and that was a pretty good game. and just Lapras, another Facade. So, good game.